the run got to be stopped for Nebraska. We got to shut down their run. But again, they didn't really run it like that in the UTEP game. When they ran, it was effective on the highlights that I seen. I don't know how it was like throughout the whole real game, but it was effective with what I seen, like how they was opening up the holes and stuff. But again, like I told y'all, first quarter, man, that thing was a fight. And then up into the second quarter, maybe at the beginning of the second or the middle of the second, it was still a fight. And that's with UTEP. But it is what it is. We gotta stop the run. We gotta force them to go 3 and out if it's depending on the run. Now on that pass game, he is a freshman. We can't not look the other way on that and say that okay, he threw 27 passes on UTEP, and we honor that like and his wide receivers like we not finna come for him. So we finna go for him, and he know that. They know that. Matt Rule know. Man, listen, the same way that they want to unleash that defense on us, we want to unleash our defense on him. We gonna make him prove that he ready. We gonna make him, he gonna have to show us that, hey, I can make these throws. I can get up out of the pocket. You gonna have to put a spy on me or something. We gonna force that hand. We gonna force the hand. Cause we know we gotta come with the run. And then like you heard Coach Prime in the press conference, he's like, hey, you know, Chi-Town was out there doing his thing. He's consistent. Coach Prime like that consistency. He say Shadoze is consistent. He consistent like a pro. So Shadoze gonna get out there and he gonna get down with it, right? Then y'all know game 2, our defensive coordinator, Coach Rob Livingston, should be even better. Because you saw how second half went. First half, North Dakota scored 20 points. They did 10-10. Second half, they got a goose egg for that third quarter. And they were about to get a goose egg for the fourth quarter. But they slid off in there. So we ain't even tripping on that. We know that is a freshman QB. If they want to feel like he the next great thing at Nebraska, he's going to have to show it this weekend. Come Saturday night, 7:30 on Florida time, he going to have to show it. Now, I know people comparing the Cam Miller, how he did. Cam Miller is a grad senior, I believe. Done played in over 40-some games. Maybe, man, that man might be close to playing in 50 games. 50 college games on a team that is consistently winning. Consistently, if not playing in the chip, winning it, they right at the door stops at it. Or they in it and they lose it. So don't compare Cam Miller to this young true freshman. Now, could the true freshman be some spectacular? I'm pretty sure if everything's going through him, the whole offense and Matt Rule start getting players around him, and he a solid quarterback, yeah, he gonna be solid. But as of this game right here, I'm thankful. I am so thankful we didn't play a UTEP. I'm thankful that we played North Dakota State with a quarterback like Cam Miller, like a team like North Dakota State. I'm glad we played that type of team first. So if you're going to knock the rust off and Coach Rob Livingston going to get new to the game, that's a great game to get new to the game with. Because you got a big boy team that's coming, that's used to winning, that's used to knocking off Power 5 schools. You got that type of mentality coming. Not no only won 3 games, getting a D1 AA head coach, which ain't nothing wrong with that because we got one because Coach Prime came from D1 AA. Getting a quarterback to come throw to a 5-7 wide receiver. I'm going to keep using that just so y'all know what they was up against. That's what Nebraska defense was up against. So we had better competition on both sides of the ball than what Nebraska faced. So when we hit Nebraska Saturday, we're going to be the best competition they faced this season. So I'd rather get competition first and then competition second versus cupcake competition. I don't want that because whatever we did in that game, to me, wasn't real. This game is going to be real. So Rob Livingston got true information. Like, whoa. Okay, second half. Now, second half, that boy came and shut that mess down. Shut it down. But everybody act like that didn't happen. So that's cool. That's cool. Now y'all already know. Now he knows what it feel like to play in a college game where the coaching as the defense coordinator, making the calls, making the adjustment. Now he can look at film with a whole set of different eyes. Like, ooh. And he can call all his other buddies that play ball. Hey, bro. Hey, now what you do? Because you know he gonna have some thoughts. And then you know he can bounce his ideas off Coach Prime and them, but he still gonna have somebody he personally holler at. Because everybody got that personal homie that they gonna holler at. That personal person that done been there, done that you can call on. So Rob Livingston got somebody he can call on. Say, hey, I made my second half adjustments and I felt real good off of it. This how I'm game planning this off of it. But let me give you some ideas with that. Bam. Because everybody, listen, man, Rob Livingston, from everything that I know about him, is a good dude. And the situation set up for him to win. It's set up for him to, if he want to stay after this season, because if we ball like we can ball, and his defense do like it can do, we got some, y'all. I'm just telling y'all, I know they're going to try to run it. Now, it ain't like, I ain't going to say they had a run game last year on us like that. But we know they're going to try to run the ball. Now, neither one of their running backs, had like, I think the main top guys had about 8 to 6 carries. They had another guy had like 11 carries. And he scored the 2 TDs. So you never know how they're going to do the running, but they're going to try. And they're going to have to pass. Like, it ain't no way you just run the ball on us all game and win. That ain't going to happen. So Dylan's going to have to pass. And Coach Rob Livingston going to have a game plan for it to shut it down. Now, the great thing about it, our talent versus their talent, I love ours. I love our defense versus their offense. I love it. I love it. Give me Travis versus any one of their wide receivers. Give me, and I ain't saying that because Trap. So we already know who that is. Give me Trap versus any of their wide receivers. Give me DJ versus any of them. I don't feel nothing. Give me Preston versus any. I don't feel nothing. Give me Carter. I do not feel nothing. Give me Hood. I don't feel nothing. Cam and Shiloh. I don't feel nothing. Riley or Smith back there. I don't fear nothing, y'all. Linebackers. I don't fear nothing. Woods ended up being the leading tackle. Bentley was going through making them plays on key downs. And you know the D-line gonna do what they do. So, y'all, I'm really not in fear of nothing that Nebraska have going on. I know the media painting a picture like, oh, what is Colorado gonna do? They're gonna run it through them. They're gonna throw it all over them with this freshman sensation. Man, he gonna have to show that. He gonna have to show that, y'all. Man, I don't know if y'all ever played ball or been competitive about anything, but man, when you be feeling like you him and you done listen, I done been on teams that was trash, and we ain't go out there thinking we were finna lose. Now, we might have lost, but we ain't think we were finna go lose. We get out there and see what's happening until it goes south. But then when you on the team and you start to get out there and y'all starting to feel that thing, and boy, now see, we get this win, the people that was on the team last year, they may feel some kind of way like, you know, we did that last year. But if you see it and you know it's what it is, and you see that your spring was good, you see that your summer was good, you see that your fall camp was good, you know what you got. You know, because going into my senior year, I know what we had. When we was in JUCO, one of my homeboys said, oh, we finna win this year, boy. I already see it. And we got out there and won. So you could see it. If Coach Prime them see it, which I know they see it because they done told me they see it, I expect us to do good. Now, I do a whole nother show. Do we think it could be a single-digit game or a double-digit game? How you think the game gonna be? It's just all on how Coach Pat Shermer and Coach Rob Livingston could call this thing up and how the players execute. Because really and truly, we could have a type of game like last year where we, not with the sacks they had on us, but we could have a game where it is 30-something to 7. We could have that. We could have that type of game. Or it could be a game where, okay, it's 24 to 30, something like that. I'm cool with either way. I ain't even tripping. But what I do love is how everybody want to hype Nebraska. They hyping this thing. I'm talking about for people to say that quarterback is up there with Shador, that's wild to me. So Rob Livingston going to have to shut all that down. And what I'm loving is, y'all, understand this. Hear me out and understand me this. Rob Livingston as a defensive coordinator, he doesn't have 5 years as a coordinator, 3 years as a coordinator, a year as a coordinator, a year and a half. This man has 4 quarters in real action as a defensive coordinator. And the first 2 quarters, they got 20. The last 2 quarters, they got 6 points. Woo! What happened? That mean that boy came through. That mean he came through, y'all. So that means we can get out there and we could do what we do. Rob Livingston has a chance to really, since it's so hyped up right now, what Colorado gonna do? How they gonna make it? Now, since it's so hyped up right now, Coach Rob Livingston has a chance to stand up and shine. Because the quarterback will throw deep. He got to try to throw deep at some point. So that's going to be in our favor. Now, if they do all that motion and crossing, thank goodness we had it last game. Coach Rob Livingston got a blueprint on that. All right, this is what they do for crossing and all that mess, all that motion. We got that. If they want to use the quarterback to run, we can shut that down too. We can have somebody ready. So, y'all, really, if we add it up, man, I feel like we got to win. Coaching staff, I feel like our coaching staff versus that coaching staff, we ready. Then you got to add in, y'all, we don't know what role Coach Prime played in looking at the defense, because, you know, he's a defensive guy. Coach Prime got his eyes. He looking at stuff. Coach George Hilo, he looking at stuff. Warren Sapp. Matter of fact, Warren Sapp said that the defensive line took a quarter and a half. So first quarter and half a second to kind of get adjusted. And he said they were ready after that. So now, if that's what we took to get ready for that game, imagine what we finna do in this game. We already ready. Imagine we already ready. So I'm saying this thing finna be on, y'all. We got the situation gravy, y'all. Listen, we could get out there and it could start out. I'm just giving you, could be scenario where we played them last year, but without the sacks. Just start out tough for a quarter and a half, and then we take off like a rocket. It could. Or it could start out how the North Dakota State did. They driving, we driving. They driving, we driving. It could. But the thing is, the fact that my boy Coach Rob Livingston, that second half, third and fourth, boy, we was ready. Third and fourth, we was ready. So I ain't worrying about nothing. Let me see what y'all talking about. Miss Regina E. Miss E. Willard. It's a nigga the realtor. Riding the code. The goddess. See you aunties. What's happening? I see y'all out there balling. Hey, last weekend. I said, you say, speak that truth. The best way to grow us was from a back. Correct. That win versus North Dakota State was perfect for us because North Dakota State was trying to run, and the quarterback for North Dakota State did all the running. But second half, we said, Oh, son, Rob Livingston say, y'all ain't doing me like that. So I'm down for that. D. Rich, you say our DBs got to stand on business, just like Jimmy said, wide receivers. Listen, and I feel like they are. I feel like Trap ain't worried about Banks or Isaiah. They not, DJ and them not worried about that. They throw that ball. Because they weren't really throwing deep last game. To my knowledge, I do not remember North Dakota State really throwing that ball deep last week. So I know them boys like, ooh, let's eat. Let's eat. Let's go eat. Let's go dominate. So Rob Livingston, what's at his disposal is a first-rounder athlete in Travis. DJ, you heard Coach Price say could go first round. So that's a draft pick. Preston, we know a draft pick. Shiloh a draft pick. Cam should be a draft pick. Bentley Woods. You just never know how the NFL gonna do that. I'm just being real. You never know how the NFL gonna do that. Even with Cam, you don't know. The D-line coach said Shadoze could be a first round if he wanted. Do he want first round? So okay, then you got our ends. Coach already talking about them like they like that. So y'all, that defense alone sound like we finna do some work. But again, the media hyping it on their side. That's okay. We know every game that we get into, y'all, you gotta expect that they're gonna dog Coach Prime. They not gonna put nothing in Coach Prime's favor. You could say that the whole year. They're not gonna put nothing in Coach Prime's favor. So just look for that. JB, yeah, hey. Oh, you say you're gonna be there? Wow. Oh, you say, am I gonna be? Yeah. Central Florida, we can do that. Dale, you say Shador got 7 sacks last year. Colorado State. That's what I said. And to bring it back the same squad, just to me, a quarterback and 2 wide receivers and maybe 1 DB. But to me, it's like they bring back the same squad. We coming back with an improved squad, with better coaching, man, with a better scheme. But I can't talk up a win. They're going to have to go out and go get that thing. And just best believe you know Coach Prime ain't a person that think like got a worry mentality, got a loser mentality. That man own that winning. So that's what I expect. Expect to come out of Nebraska with a win, y'all. I expect that. D Goddess, D Rich, you say the linebackers probably geeked us a little bit. It was a couple plays. Now, it was a couple plays that we could have had. So I ain't tripping though. The second half, we were rolling. Now, if second half, North Dakota State would have came out doing like they did, now then it would have scared me. But I ain't worried. Now, I know Rob Livingston could shut that mess down. Miss Johnson, what's good? Hey, they better come to play. Oh, yeah, side note, y'all. September the 24th, I want to teach you the game, man. I want to give you the blueprint. If you want to, which you should, get on social media and YouTube and work this thing. I'm telling you, y'all, I love football. I love it. I ain't no different than anybody else who love ball. I just decided to come on and rock, and God let that thing flow. I'm telling you, I got the blueprint. You can use my blueprint for any field that you're trying to get into. My blueprint will work, hands down. And how I know, I done a bunch of different things trying to get that thing to roll, and God let me see it. So if you want to be a part of my class, September the 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, email me. info@lifeandfootball.com. That's info@lifeandfootball.com. And I'll get you the information to get in the class. September the 24th. I'm teaching you the game on how this YouTube work. I'm teaching you the game on how the social media work. I'm teaching y'all the game. Why I'm doing it, it's just on my heart. I don't want nobody that's rocking with me to be struggling paying bills. I don't want you to be struggling to pay a light bill, struggling to pay your car bill, just struggling. I want, when you rocking with me, we all winning. So that's why I'm passing on the information. Why not I be able to bless somebody else? I want to be able to bless everybody that want to be blessed. Hey, let's get it. Hey, so if you want to be a part of the class, email me. Info@lifeandfootball.com. That's info at the word life, the word and A-N-D, the word football.com. And I get you the information to get in class. Hey, y'all know me. I like to run more than one live. So I'm finna hop off this one. We finna get on another one. Ride that thing. Ride that thing. Hey, I'm showing you the game right now while we look at it. Hey, holla at y'all. Holla at y'all.